Hi, everybody. I'm a little late. Sorry about that. A little later tonight than usual, too. I had a chiropractic and massage appointment, and I was going to go to that. So there he is. And then when I got home, I decided I was going to eat dinner before I did this because if I didn't, I was going to like faint and pass out on the air, which would be a little bit disappointing, possibly entertaining. Um, but yeah, there you go. So this is Tuesday night gun chat. If you haven't been to one of these, you ask your questions, you put your questions and your stuff in the thing in the side chat or whatever you want to call it in the comment section, the live chat section, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I do have like 35 years plus experience with guns. That's the only thing I have. I'm a hobbyist. I'm not a military guy or anything like that. I respect you guys that are, though, and I appreciate your service. Make sure you say hi over here so that we can, um, you know, say your name, shout your name out in the side chat. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated still, but yeah, hopefully all y'all can do that. I can't see you if you're here unless you put your name in the side chat. So this is something we do every Tuesday night, most every Tuesday night, and we're pretty proud of it. Hidden Hybrid Holsters, go check them out. Great holsters. And I have a link on my MeWe page, probably my Arms Directory page as well. And definitely my Twitter X and Gap feeds have a link. So do that. All right. So we'll shout out the chat in a minute. Get your questions in, and we will make sure we say hi to everyone. And if you make videos, if you have a channel, make sure I know that so that way I don't just see your thing there. I can just see, I don't just see your avatar. I know you make videos. I can give you a better shout out, all that kind of things. Great channel, Bullets for Bucks. All right. It's telling me I'm late. Thanks, Bullet for Bucks. Hey, did you put in for the moose hunt drawing? It's an over the counter tag for me, but there's a drawing for you. And I got to put in for a drawing for caribou. But yeah. What's up, Alaska One Andy? I decided dinner I needed to eat. Tentacle Futtery, what's up, heyo? 10mm fluffy Jeep guy. Now I love that avatar. That's a good looking dog. Red Team 98. I think you can change your profile picture now. I think you're okay. How you doing, brother? Since 73, what is up? Looks like you have your own channel. Everybody go subscribe to him. I have no idea what's on his channel, but go subscribe to him anyway. All right, what's up, Innomatic Gwitchin? Also a great channel. Everybody go subscribe. You just passed 10,000 subscribers. Good job, brother. Yep. What's up, North Pole? Got two people in North Pole. Y'all probably know each other. Caged in my thoughts. How you doing, man? Or woman? Let's go, Hunter Kirk from North Idaho. Thanks again for those bullets. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get them loaded up in some test rounds for the 300 Win Mag, H4831 SC. We'll see how that does. And yep. All right, you got a question? You don't have to raise your hand. Just write it in there, brother. Good evening, David Posey. Neat Pipes, Montana. Daniel Ravensor, great friend of the channel. Oh, that sucks. And my dog is no longer with me either. So it sucks. I miss her. I just picked up a single 6 revolver in HMR. You ever seen a revolver in HMR? Yeah. I've seen the NAA had one for a while. Those little mini revolvers they had. They had a 4-inch barrel, one in 17, and 22 Magnum, which actually wouldn't be that bad. And I've seen one in what is it? I think Taurus had one for a little bit, didn't they? You're the Taurus guy. I don't know. I would never buy a Taurus, but so that's that. Thanks. We'll keep dropping videos every Sunday for as long as we can. Seems like the algorithm likes it. There you go, brother. What's up, Alvaro? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. It has been a while. Good to see you. Cool. So some updates for the channel. I've got some CV Life reviews coming out this week, and next week I should have Terminal Scent versus ELDX coming out. That one just got to be edited. All the footage has been taken. I've got Then I should have titanium versus steel can coming out. That one will probably be mostly over on Rumble. The full video will be on Rumble. Part of it will be on YouTube. So that's that. All right. If you could have one rifle powder and one pistol powder, what would you pick? IMR 4831 for rifle. Yeah, now this is bolt action rifle. If I had to do my semi-autos with it too, well, gosh, no, I don't know what to think then. Probably Power Pro 2000, even though it's not that accurate for me. So yeah, that would be a neat little rabbit gun. Next time you're in town, I'm interested in shooting that on the channel. That's pretty good. Much better, much better. We don't have to look at that, witch's face anymore. And I did say witches with a W. I mean B. I mean W. So what's up, Bullets for Bucks? Came back and you know, came back from his bathroom break, I think. All right, I've been to Gettysburg. Interesting. Gentlemen, clean your stuff more often than once a year, including the muzzle brake. Yeah, especially the muzzle brake or the flash hider. Those things get make dirt and go everywhere. Yeah, work does get in the way. I understand that. Yeah, even though I'm out earlier this year, it seems like I have to always start the chat later because I have something going on after school. So there is that. So work gets in the way. I get it, man. I get it. You would. You would install a scope on it. That would be you. You'll probably have a forward grip and which would make it illegal. You'd probably have a forward grip if you could. Flashlight on it too. That's for sure. Once you go suppressed, you never go back. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. The anechoic is performing a lot better with that 30 caliber non-flow through cap that they sent me on it. That I have in the 300 Win Mag video, but it's performing a lot better. It's a lot more quiet, so that's good. Good to know. For the two powders question, we got IMR 4350 and AA number 9 for the two powders. Yeah, you can load 9 or 10 millimeter with that, and you can load just about anything with IMR 4350. I guess I would use tack because I think you can use tack for just about anything too. LOL, no, I'd install a laser grip on it. Yeah, that would be tactical. Laser grips are pointless, but yeah, that would be tactical. They're not totally pointless. They're good trainers if you don't want to buy a Mantis X, who incidentally is an affiliate of the channel. So if you want a Mantis X, go click through my link so that I can actually make money at this YouTube thing. Okay, so there is that, y'all. So go do that for me. I'd appreciate it. Y'all know how that works over at my MeWe or my Gab page or my Twitter X feed. So good company. Yeah, they use lasers. They use infrared lasers so that their night vision can pick up the infrared laser or their uh, infrared goggles or night vision goggles, and that way it can pick up the laser and they can shoot without having to necessarily aim their gun with those night vision goggles on, trying to look through a scope. Yeah, that's what they use. They don't use it in daytime raids or anything like that. It's all specifically for that purpose of nighttime raids or dark building clearing. All right. Sorry, I had to answer my wife's text there. Don't forget, we do have the Hyperion munitions giveaway going on. Got to go over to the Twitter X feed at AK Ballistics and sign up. There's only one comment over there. So there's only one person going to win it right now. So make sure you do that. This is a nice little neat thing. It takes out all the creep of your trigger. Your mil-spec trigger is easily 2 or 3 pounds lighter, and it takes all the creep out. Is it as great as a nice custom Geisley trigger for like $150? No, but it definitely helps out a lot. So if you want one of these from Hyperion Munitions, go check them out. All right, on my Twitter X feed, it's in the pinned post for right now, and there's a good one to do. A good one contest to do. I should bring out my nods, and there you go. I'm thinking a pork chop can for my 8.6 Blackout in Savage 338 Lapua. Do you have any experience with that can, or anyone in the chat? I have no experience with that can. I am thinking about a 8.6 Blackout build though. All I really need is a barrel. It's the same bolt carrier group, right? 308, but it's a different gas system, right? So on the barrel, so I need a gas tube too, I believe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That'd be fun, just because semi-auto, heavy bullet, 20 rounds, 25 rounds in the mag. That would be a lot better than like a bolt gun or a putting my cans on a 4570. So that's that. You should do a 17.556 from CAC. Oh, is it a neck down 17 cartridge in a 5.56 casing? That'd be fun. That's no purpose for that absolutely whatsoever. I guess shooting coyotes or wolves, you could do good with that, and you don't want to mess up the fur. You want to have this least bullet hole or blood all over the fur as you can. So there's that. You're getting 5,200 feet per second out of a 24-inch barrel. Interesting. That is interesting. Yep. How long does this barrel last? 200 rounds? How bad is the factory ammo for the 280 Ackley? Not bad at all. I got one shop near me that has Barnes, Nosler, and Hornady. So not bad at all is the right answer. Chuk is able to get some from the manufacturer who makes ammo in Alaska. So he was able to get some of that with the T-Rex arms, T-Rex bullets in there. And yeah, so yeah, it's not bad at all. Especially if you live in the lower 48 where that is. I would say this though, I'd stay away from Weatherby. It's got the Weatherby First Light Vanguard has got a bad taste in my mouth for Weatherbys. And I had a Howa that was really, really picky too, that only got, but it was a heavy barrel 223 and got like a lot of stuff. So I got some good groups because of the heavy barrel, but this one not very good. Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, Chris Heisterman? How you doing? All right, we have the man, the myth, the legend coming on to join right now, and here he is, right there with his BYU shirt on. We have Reloading Weatherby.
How goes it?
It goes well. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you're back on. I thought I may have pissed you off too much by making fun of the 270. So
I am not a 270 fan. FYI.
I know. So yeah. So good evening, Chris Heisman. Good year in the year 2525. Talking about a 8.6 Blackout. Yes, just a barrel. Not sure about the gas tube. I got a barrel with the gas block tube and block it from Faxon from mine. Yep. Make sure you use my link from Faxon. So that's all good. Of course you would like the 270. You're tactical futtery. I mean, how could you not like the 270 with that name?
You have to be a FUD to like the 270.
That's correct. You have to be a FUD to like the 270. And that's why Chuk likes the 270 so much, So it was pretty funny, Austin. The other day I had Fit and Fire on here, right? I said it's Fit and Fire and Fat and Fire. And the next day, one of the comments was, if Chuk was there, it would be Fit and Fire, Fat and Fire, and Fud and Fire. So I was like, there you go. Yeah, because you don't like bigger, better things. That's okay, tactical futtery. a 30-06 can send a 130 grain bullet, what, about 150 feet per second faster? Something like that. So even though they're the same casing, because the bullet doesn't stick down in there near as deep, there's more powder. Is that about right? 150, maybe just 125 feet per
Probably
second?
100. Yeah,
Okay.
I could push it at least 3,300 in a 30-06.
Yeah. And most factory loaded 270s are going under 31 in a 130 grain.
They're mostly going like 3,000.
Yeah. You could push it. I've had one go a factory, and in the short 22-inch barrel Tika, in the winter it went. Get this, in the winter, super performance ammo, loaded ammo from Hornady. In the winter it went 3210, something like that. In the summer it went 3130.
Oh, that's funny.
Same spot, location, and same box of ammo. Same, not even the same lot number, the same box. So
That's factory ammo for you.
yeah. All right. I have a 2x7 Weatherby scope that makes me think of you when I pick it up.
Oh, oh, thank you. I've never even used a Weatherby scope
I didn't even know they had Weatherby scopes.
for a very short time.
Austin,
You're welcome, Clay.
Thanks for the video on the 243. I almost got a 270. We'll win the 243 instead. You know, I the 243 is fun. It's a nice little cartridge. You know, you're struggling to break 2,200 pounds of energy if you don't have a 24-inch barrel, though. That's for sure. I'm not a big fan. Like, you had the video, the perfect deer cartridge, and I was gonna so troll you, being like, you misspelled 7mm 08 when you said the perfect deer cartridge.
You're
Like,
not the only one.
yeah,
There's another person that was upset because it should have been the 7mm 08 instead of 243.
yes, it should have been. Even the 6.5 Creedmoor is better than the 243.
I'm no
Yeah,
243 fan. I just decided to do a positive video on a 243 Winchester.
yeah. There you go. Clickbait. Hey, there's nothing wrong with clickbait.
Hey, I said it was the whitetail cartridge, not mule deer, not. It's more than adequate.
Hey, people have killed bear up here with it. People have killed Bill. I know a person who personally killed a brown bear with it, and he was a roommate when I first got here. And gosh, I forgot his name though. But he was Native Alaskan, and he was in fish camp with his elders, and the whole village would move to fish camp. And he got the bears were coming way too close to fish camp. There's two or three of them together, probably probably a sow and last year's cubs. Like, they were fully grown bears, you wouldn't recognize them as cubs. And like, they came running down at the camp, and he's like, "You better shoot them." He goes, "All I got is this 243." Shot him, killed the bear right there. So
Yeah.
I would feel better with a 45-70. Yes, if you don't have a 45-70, you don't have bear protection. Let's just be honest. Okay. Would you agree with that statement, Austin?
I like some 45-70. I've got one.
I didn't know you had a 45-70.
Mhm.
Which one do you have?
It's a break action.
New England?
I don't know, some no-name company. I don't shoot it very often, but I do like it.
Harrington and Richardson? I had a Harrington and Richardson. It's on the channel when I first started, 45-70.
After the video, I'll show you
One of my
after the stream.
yeah, one of my early videos. I actually killed a whitetail deer with my 45-70. It's the only thing I've killed with 45-70. And it was a good whitetail though. It was 140 137.5, 136.5. So a nice 10-point, good rack. I wish I could show the video here. 30-06 black tip doesn't care what level your plates are. Duncan Swear, that's not true. Level 4 plates are actually designed to stop 30-06 black tip stuff. They are designed to stop one round center mass of 30-06 black tips if you have level 4 plates. And I have shot black tips out of 300 Win Mag. I have shot steel tips from the new M80A1 out of 300 Win Mag and not gone through level 4. So this is categorically not true, Dunkasaur. I like you. Thanks for joining the channel and the chat tonight, but that is categorically not true. You know, I'm still not going to stand in front of you. I don't want my lungs collapse from a 30-06, but still, black tip. That's that. Now, if Austin loaded some of those black tips in, say, 300 Weatherby, that might make it through. Like those steel tip M80A1s leave like a softball size, you know, back face indentation on the back of the armor plate. So it
What
would be
grain weight are those black tips?
163.
I could probably get them 3,500 feet per second in my 300 Weatherby.
Yeah, the best I would do is about 330 feet per second. Maybe if Reloader 17 magically appeared on my front lawn, then first of all, I'm living right with God if that happens, and then secondly, if it magically appears, I might be able to push 34 in the 300 in the 300 Winchester Magnum. But I had this made by Weatherby, so sometimes I say 300 Weatherby, but it's the Weatherby gun and it's a Winchester Magnum. I get confused all the time now.
You should send that gun to me. I'll get it fixed.
You know, I might take you up on that. So
I'll get it shooting well, maybe.
Yep. The perfect deer cartridge is the 22 Hornet. That is the perfect. So I bought my 22 Magnum from the lady next door, and she goes, "You take care of this now. This was my husband's deer rifle." I'm like, don't tell anybody else that. You know, back in Wyoming, this was my husband's deer rifle. I'm like, y'all never had a freezer empty, that's for sure.
Hi, Gabriel.
What's up, M. Gabriel? Hey, B. Model 70. Get it?
For what?
For what? What Model 70 are you talking about, M. Gabriel? Get it if you want it.
I like it.
Yeah. When I hunt mid-Michigan and up, I use either 30-30, 35 Remington, 308, or 243. Those are all good cartridges. I would use 308 out of all of them. That's the only one I own, too. But
I have never owned a 30-30.
Me neither. I just don't see the point. Because if I need short range and quick pointing, I still have a 308. The short range and quick pointing has 10 rounds, 25 rounds in some mags. Some states limit the hunting to 5-round magazines. It has 5 rounds in it and a 25-round mag backup. So, yep. I recently got a Marlin Dark Series for my first rifle. Joshua Littlejohn, congratulations. Nice choice. Nice choice. I've seen a couple of mega holes in whitetail taken with 243. Poor shot placement and core lock. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Dunkasaur says, that's fine. Grand has 7 more before the ping. Yeah, if I'm standing there after you've shot me one time through the, and I'm letting you shoot the plate again, yeah, just shoot me in the head, please. I'm dumb. I don't deserve to have my offspring, any more offspring. Okay, if I'm still standing there. Tactical Futtery. I feel a 300 Weatherby or a 300 Rum may break level 4. Well, unfortunately, I think I only got eight of those M80A ones left. Would you try those against body armor? See if somebody could send you some body armor.
I need access to level 4 body armor, but I'm more than happy to try it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, let me. I'll talk to you about it after in the live stream. Just we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, in review of the Stevens 334 Savage low price line in 308 or 306, I have not even seen the Stevens 334. Sorry, Lars. I've not. This is the first I've heard of it, to be honest with you. What about you, Austin? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen one.
Prep like never before. Big problems coming to Canada, the USA, and Europe. I totally agree with you. Like, I totally agree with you. Everybody thinks Trump's going to solve our problems, and he might solve some problems. But he's inheriting a economy that's ready to collapse, have currency collapse. And he inherited it in 2016 too. And he didn't really stop spending the national debt the way he was supposed to. You know, so yeah, I guarantee. And then with the whole new BRICS forming, with BRICS, countries don't have to use the inflated U.S. dollar. So there's that. What's up, Warren? How you doing? Wish I could find non-DGX factory ammo for my 375 Ruger. So Dunkosaur Marlins are nice. World War III is still coming. Yep, probably. Austin, your 243 Winchester, a Model 70. That's what he meant. Is your
Oh,
243
okay. No,
Winchester
it's a
Model?
Howa 1500.
So a Weatherby Vanguard. Same thing.
No, it's a it's not actually a Weatherby. It's a Howa. But yeah, they're basically the same rifle.
Yeah. Mr. J. Gould took out the U.S. title 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the United Nations. All right. Well, we'll see what that means later. Yeah, the largest debt of any president in our history was Trump. The largest national debt. Don't get me wrong. I voted for him over Kamala. And the only reason why Biden wasn't there is because he raised taxes a little, not a lot, but a little. So, not being all that serious, buddy. The one dude said he didn't like 30-06. I made a joke, and then you responded, so I gave you another joke. You're taking this way too serious. Sorry, my friend. So,
It's hard to read tone.
yeah. I have no idea you were joking because there's no joking JK at the end of it. Ha ha. There's no smiley face tongue sticking out. You know. So yeah. I can agree with this. Yeah. Yeah. My generation, parents' generation, and the generation before that, all to kind of the baby boomers and everything. They all kind of screwed America. They voted in social insecurity. They voted in Medicare and all this stuff, and all of that just cost overrun after cost overrun, and it's all going bankrupt. Yeah. So Bear Claw 700. The answer to that is yes. That is no. That is 40 Smith and Wesson power. It is not 40 Smith and Wesson plus P. Plus P for 40 Smith and Wesson would be over 500, and nobody makes it anymore because 40 Smith and Wesson plus P tend to blow up guns. So no, that is actually 40 Smith and Wesson power. You can get 481 foot-pounds out of 40 Smith and Wesson with non plus P powders and a full length barrel. Okay, let me say that very clearly. The reason why it worked is because it was probably a softer hard cast like 13, 14, just like Buffalo Bore would be. But because it's going slower, it didn't break apart, didn't mushroom as bad, and it had more penetration. So, yeah, there is that. You know, if it worked, it worked. But yeah, it's not very good energy, that's for sure. Did you hear about that, Austin? That's the first I've heard of it too.
No.
If you had to choose M1 Garand or M1A, which would you choose and why? 100% M1A. The reason is there's just a lot more 308 ammo that you can feed in an M1A. The M1A can take any 308 ammo you want to put out there. The M1 Garand, I'm not sure about the brand new production ones, but if you got one that was from World War II and you upgraded like the barrel and stuff, the operating rod and the charging handle, that operating rod, it can't take the pressure of a lot of rounds. And that's why you see World War II stuff, the 163 grain steel core stuff, you see that stuff at moving at like 2750. Like it's ridiculously slow for 30-06. And 308 is actually moving a lot faster. So if you go to the store, Cabela's, Kairos, whatever ammo store you go to, and they have M1 Garand 30-06 on it, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff there.
It's a reduced load. Well, I reload for M1 Garand, and we're averaging like 2,400 feet per second with a 150 grain, just to be safe.
Oh, wow. Does that even work the action that low?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, 100%. I would go at M1A, because if I'm going to get if I'm going to get one of these guns that might have an operating rod problem, I want 20 rounds, and I want the same amount of power. Like you're going to get same amount of power. So 80% of communication is lost when put to text. That's for sure.
The ping is pretty legendary.
Yes, it is. M1 Garand is ping. Dunkasaur, you and I agree on that. That's for sure. Are Weatherby Mark V and Howa 1500 both made by Maruku in Japan?
No. Mark V is made in America.
Okay. All right, Montana Musings, Outdoor Channel. Hey guys, I'm just going to sit back and listen. I'm fighting a sinus infection. Thanks for all the help getting to 1,000. Well, you're welcome. Yep. Everybody go subscribe to Montana Musings. If you haven't, you're making poor choices with your life, and you need to change that around. All right. How far of the max do you guys start your low development? For me, I generally start 0.5 to 0.3 grains away from max. I've never had one overpressure in that area. I know you have, Austin. Go ahead.
All of my Weatherby rifles hit pressure way before the book max. So I try to start like 4-5 grains under max. Because I'm usually hitting pressure 2 grains under max.
So literally like 10 times what I said.
So, but I'm also getting like 200 feet per second faster in the books.
Yeah, longer barrels usually, or better barrels. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just off. I don't know. Like I pushed the 160 TTSX in my 340 Weatherby to 3,600 feet per second.
Yeah. How accurate were they?
Terrible.
Oh, okay. Terrible. Yeah.
I mean, it was just a ladder test, but it was like a 3-inch group.
Yep. What's your favorite Weatherby caliber? Mine's the 257 Weatherby. I would have to say mine's the 3378. That's the only one I've been thinking about ever building anymore. I usually want a 6.5 by 6.5 300 Weatherby, but no, I don't want it anymore. So
257 comes in second for me. Probably 300 Weatherby is my favorite. I need a little more time with the 340 Weatherby for me to have it be up there. It's powerhouse, but it's a bit much shooting anything over 200 grain bullets.
Dunkasaur, you and I agree completely, except I think it's going to fall sooner than most people think. Most people think we have 20, 30 years. I'm thinking we have a little bit less than that. Hold on, I got to fix something on my video.
Hello, guys. This is now the Reloading Weatherby stream. Ask me whatever questions you want, and I won't tell Chuck. Oh, he's back. And none of you asked a question. I guess he has controls, so I can't even pull up the questions.
There you go.
I made it into my own stream.
There you go. Reloading Weatherby, what are your thoughts on the new Weatherby guide gun?
I don't know if I've seen it. I guess I need to look at it. Oops. I should know about a new Weatherby gun. I don't know. I need to look into it.
What are some good Coyote calibers? First of all, whatever
243.
accurate rifle. Yeah, that is a great Coyote caliber. Whatever accurate rifle you have, use. Like, you don't need to go buy a new rifle. If you can get your 7mm rim mag shooting 100 grain spear TNTs at like 3,800 feet per second or whatever they're going, 36, 37 probably. Then if they're accurate out of your 7mm rim mag, go take your 7mm rim mag. And you know what you do with the Coyote when you kill it? You leave it there and wait for the next Coyote to come feed on it. Sorry, that's a little bit of a joke. So, but no, 22 to 50, 243, 6mm Creedmoor, 6mm Remington, any of the small, fast cartridges that have a good varmint bullet size, 25-06, 25-06.
340 Weatherby.
Yeah, 340 Weatherby would be great. Yeah, with your 3-inch 160 grain bullets, as light as you can get. So, Tactical Futtery is saying we have 2 more election cycles in response to this country's going to fall. There. Um, all right, here's a good question. Hunter Kirk, I'm not sure what you mean. Helly, hello, Helly. All right. Would elevation impact pressure signs? I have no clue. Don't reload. That's a good question. I have no idea. What do you think?
I haven't tested it because I don't know. I'm not sure. I've heard from people that work at gun manufacturers it's not supposed to. But then I also have heard that it could. So I don't know.
Seems like to me that um, reloading pressure, like at a higher elevation, the air is less pressure, and so you get faster velocities with the same amount of gunpowder as you would at a lower elevation because there's more thickness in the air at a lower elevation to slow the bullet down. Hence why you might, and hence why like your 165 grain stabled in a 1 in 10 270. Like if you brought that load to sea level, I would be
It would
willing to bet that it wouldn't
it
stay
wouldn't
level.
work.
No, and because you live like what 4,000 feet up, like your house is
5.
like 5, so you live like a mile up of sea level. Like I live at almost at sea level, and there's a mountain right over here, and your house is like literally near the top of that mountain compared to me.
Yeah.
So, so like it's kind of crazy. It's like I would never dream of climbing that mountain. Oh, I could just get higher by going to Austin's house. Um, and that's not because he sells weed, guys. He doesn't. He's a good Mormon. All right. Sorry. I had the joke was there. I had to say it.
And you don't
Hey,
know anything about where I should start? My channel.
yeah, there you go. Hey, here's a little plug you can put in right here. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's where I would tell you to start too, actually, to be fair. So I've learned a lot more about Weatherby cartridges from watching Austin's channel. So
Ugh.
they're gonna make a global government. The whole thing has been planned since the last World Wars. Seems to be. Yeah, there's that. I have 300 Win Mag for coyotes. That's a great job. Shoot
Yeah.
110 grain VMAX.
Hammer makes a 100 grain bullet. I kind of want to try that in my 300 Weatherby, just to
Oh,
break over 4,000 feet per second.
I'm there. I'm there with you. I was impressed with the 340 shooting the Akubon 250s. Cool.
Oh, thank you. He's talking about my video.
Yes, obviously, because I don't have a 340. Yeah, but that's that. Let's see. If I could have one handgun for survival, what would it be? Everyone answer. I'm having a 10 millimeter Glock
Taurus.
Model 40. So you're not going to survive very long.
Is it worth surviving?
If your life is bad enough that you've bought a Taurus, it is not worth surviving. No. Say your prayers, go to heaven, live in ignorance. It's all good. Or don't die, live in ignorance. Whatever. It was hello. Hello again, Hunter Kirk. You go first, Tactical. What would be your one handgun for survival?
You talking to me or tactical?
No, I'm talking to you, Austin. Besides a Taurus.
Mm.
Are you such a bad handgun shot? You need that Taurus Judge as a bird shot? Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, everyone loves the Glock, so
Yeah. You need to get one and shoot one. You need a Glock 10 millimeter to carry with you.
okay. A 10 millimeter, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you can shoot small game in the head with it, still have meat, or you can shoot bears in the head with it and live. You know, I think that's a good survival gun.
There's only black bear in Utah, and I've only seen one my whole life here.
Yeah.
You just don't see them.
Yeah, they are good at hiding from humans. So I saw 4 bears this past year, but they were all brown bears. Like I did not see it. I saw one black bear in the summer, and I couldn't shoot it because I didn't have a rifle with me. I was out riding the four wheeler with my son. It was a quick 4-wheeler ride. I had a handgun, but my son was sitting in front of me, so I wasn't going to draw the handgun to try to take a shot. You know.
Yeah.
So, all right, Weatherby reloading. So you are so intense about the 7mm PRC. When are your vids gonna on everything else seems relative? When your vids on everything else seems relatively chill.
For the record, I have more positive 7 PRC videos than negative. For the record. But I do enjoy trolling 7 PRC fans because they can't take it very well. So that's my answer.
There you go.
Just like you troll 270.
That's right.
He's got to
Tactical
be
Buttery.
sarcastic, right?
Yeah, he's got to be sarcastic because you can't stop big bear threats, big or threats with that. You can't put buffalo bow or bear ammo without blowing that Taurus up. It is designed for a Ruger and a Ruger only. If you put 45 long Colt plus P heavy stuff in that Taurus, it will blow it up. All right. So here's that. All right, Rich B. Why does certain ammo shoot better in one rifle over the other, yet it's the exact same gun? Quality of the chamber. Quality of the
Every
chamber and the
barrel's
barrel.
different too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Rich B, I've told the story before, but when I first got into hand loading for white-tailed deer, I had a 270, and I loaded it with 110 grain VMAX for deer. And I shot a deer with it. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Took out, like, went in there, exploded, took out a lot of the spine, everything, flopped it over. I was telling my buddy and I had a Browning A-Bolt 270. Another reason why I'm not buying another Browning. But I had a buddy. Mine was the Hunter, like the cheap version with the wood stock, right? His was the Night Stalker with the synthetic stock and the muzzle brake and all that kind of stuff. And uh, he bought a box of 270 110 grains from me, and we loaded them a little long to fit my chamber. Another Browning 270, Rich. He walked in there, pulled went to rack the round, and the bullet stuck in his rifling, and the round unracked with the powder falling out. That's how different two Browning 270s were. The chamber, and that's why it's the fit of the chamber / the barrel harmonics. So Weatherby is absolutely right. So there's that. That's another good one. GP 100 357. I would give you my GP 100 357, but Ruger did it up really nice for me, so I can't do that anymore. But like if I had just like a dirt cheap, like old beat up one, I would give it to you for a handgun because that's great. But brutal Bob is right. Everybody needs a 10mm. Everybody needs a couple of 10mm. Glock Model 40, Gen 5 if you can find it, Gen 4 if you can't. But the Glock Model 40 is what you want. It's the long slide, 6-inch, 10mm, and with a hidden hybrid holster, you can conceal that bad boy, even as low as a long slide 6-inch barrel. Like I've done it. So I mean, you're skinnier than I am though. So, but loose pants, loose shirt, conceal that right there. 357 Sig. Yep, it's a good choice. I guess I have more faith in the American people than the government could collapse and the inner cities will burn, but America will stand strong. The real America and her values will last forever. That's possible, but good luck. I have, and I'll let you know. I'm only on my third judge, so the other two blew up. Yeah, Smith and Wesson makes one. I actually wouldn't run in the Smith and Wesson since you have the moon clips. I wouldn't run 45 ACP or 45 long cold. I would run 45 super in it or 460 Roland because if it can take 45 long cold, it should be able to take the pressures of 460 Roland. Yeah, Smith makes a good one. The only Smith and Wesson only 10mm I have is the 510, and I love it. That's a great gun. All right. Does Hidden Hybrid take light? They can make it to take lights. It's a custom order, but they can make it. It's the most comfortable holster I've ever worn. Yeah, Mark IV 2245 and the super light would be a great choice for a survival handgun. Especially suppressed. Bear attacks are a little bit bad, but you'd have one rifle and one handgun with you. So the rifle better be capable of taking a bear if you can. So there it is. I do not support Taurus. Smith and Wesson governor is greater than Taurus judge any day of the week. Anybody that says differently is smoking crack out of their ass. So, which is a weird way to smoke crack. I'm just saying. All right. So as a reloader, if your ammo is inaccurate, what is the first thing to try to change to improve it?
Powder.
First two things: powder and cartridge overall
Length.
length. Yeah, cartridge overall length. The shooter, Rich P. Yeah, there's that too. I have about 20-ish 10mm pistols and carbine. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy, I would have never guessed. So, any thoughts on the Biden pardon? I mean, you knew it was coming. I'd do it too for my son. Wouldn't you? I mean, wouldn't you if your son screwed up a
Yeah,
bunch
I'm
and
not
you were
surprised at
president?
all.
Not surprised at all. Like, I'm not going to sit here and go, yeah, that's that. But here's the cool thing. He's going to go do something illegal in the future, so he won't be pardoned for that. It's going to come out. So, anyway, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like you knew it was going to happen. Even though Biden said he wouldn't pardon him, he did. So, when you're a lame dunk and you're going out, that's what you do.
Nice.
By Elmer Keithing, he means loading it so hot you blow him up. Well, thanks, Joe McKinney. Yeah, I really couldn't give a crap. Like, he was never going to go to jail anyway. Biden's never going to go to jail. Clinton's never going to go to jail. You know, have you seen
Epstein
that?
didn't kill himself.
Yeah, right. Um, even liberals believe that. Like, I have a friend who's really liberal. I taught her homosexual brothers that she had custody of. Um, they wanted to coach football, and I did my best to make sure they fit in and not bullied and all that kind of stuff. And she was really appreciative of that. But she's as liberal as they come. And even she commented, "Yeah, Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, that was wrong." So, like, even some of them are like, have you seen the meme where it has Bill Clinton in a security guard uniform with the keys out? And it goes, "When you're going to your best friend's jail cell at night to hang." That was a good one. In case you missed it, Biden pardoned himself also. Can you do that as a president? I don't think you can do that. And then you can pardon anybody else but yourself. Hmm. Well, they're going to step out of line once they get out of office, and that pardon will not cover any future. It's not a get out of jail free. It's just it'll it'll cover any future. It won't cover any future stuff. So what videos you got planned? We got about 10 minutes left. Let's go over what videos you got planned.
Well, I just got my anechoic suppressor, so I'm
Nice.
going to be doing some 300 Weatherby videos, and
Cool.
then a lot of other guns that have threaded barrels. So I'm looking forward to shooting a lot of suppressed guns. It'll be fun.
Yep. YouTube will kill your video on the algorithm, just so you know, but it will be fun. Big step going from reloading handgun calibers to rifle calibers. No, rifle calibers are usually easier. You don't have that third step. You don't have that third die for a straight wall cartridge. You have to open the case mouth out, and that's a second die in the 3 die set. in necked rifle cartridges, you don't have that. So I think, you know, you're losing the extra step. In a lot of handgun cartridges, you have to crimp. A lot of rifles, you don't have to crimp. I recommend crimping just a light crimp on every one of them, so that your ammo is fairly waterproof through that direction. You don't want anything looking in there, but yeah, that's that. So, what do you think? What do you think? Reloading Weatherby.
Yeah, I'd say reloading bottleneck cartridges are easier than handguns.
Hmm.
It's much easier to mess up a handgun reload, like
Yeah,
to double. You can't really double. What do you call it? Dispense powder into a like a 270 Winchester case.
yeah.
It won't go all the way in.
But when you're talking about 5 to 6 grains of powder for 45 ACP, because you're using one of the really fast burning powders that doesn't get a lot of pressure, like Tight Group, for example, that doesn't get a lot of velocity, you could double charge that in a 9mm real easily,
Yeah.
or 45 or something like that. Yep, infrared lasers we can observe with NVGs. That's right. If you can afford night vision. Can't wait to start getting built so I can reloading 10mm 308 and 338 Lapua. Cool. Yeah. So everybody hit go hit Weatherby's channel link. I think you have a wrench, Austin, so you can put it in the channel. So
I'd have to
yeah,
pull up the chat or the.
yeah, the left was on. Let me see. I can go do it real quick. It won't take a bit.
I'm on Stream East still. Or Stream, whatever it's called.
StreamYard, yeah. All right, let's see. Here, unlike viewers, there you go. All right, here it is. We all know it. This is about what's on that laptop and who's on that list. Absolutely. Do copper bullets kill slower? No, they kill faster generally. Yeah, I mean, a good bonded bullet also kills just as fast, but no, they're gonna expand, which dumps a lot of energy, but they're gonna penetrate all the way through, which causes the blood pressure to drop quicker. If you have one tiny little entry hole, um, then the blood pressure is not going to drop as quick. Even if it's a bigger entry hole, but when there's through and through, that blood pressure drops quick. There you go. You earned a sub tonight.
Thank you, Joel.
B Monk with the full power 24-inch 270 shooting 130 grain barns be fairly effective on most. Absolutely. Asking for a friend moving to Alaska. Absolutely. That 130 grain barns TTSX, not TSX, but the TTSX will be good on moose. It would not be my first choice, but you could do it on brown bear. Be perfect for caribou. Yeah, tell him to get rid of a 270 and buy a 7 mag though, because 270 is like 30-06 for women. For women. So I'm just kidding. I hate the 270. I'm a 270, but yes, as much as I hate it, okay, let me tell you this though, B Monk. I actually carried one last year. I actually carried one last year, so there's that, right?
I've never hunted with a 7 PRC, so.
Exactly. What caliber range is most wide open and could use a new cartridge to fill a gap?
I'm not sure what his question means.
So there's a ton of 30 calibers. There's a few 340 calibers. There's nothing in the 325s, for example, except for the 325 WSSM, which is dead. All right. The people that have it love it, but it's dead. So I'm thinking he's asking what, there's plenty of 6mm 240s. There's plenty of 22s.
There's way too much 6.5.
Yeah, I would argue that yes, that is true, but 3 or 4 of them came out in the last 20 years. So, there's that, and then I would say
there's hardly any 270 calibers.
Yeah. Oh, there's 6.8 SBC,
6.8 Western,
6.8 Western, 270, 6.8 Western, 270 WSSM, 270 Weatherby. That's
and
5.
27 Nosler.
$27 6. Eh. 6 isn't as much as a lot of other calibers, but um, no, because you got 7mm 08, you got 7mm rim mag, 280 Remington 280 Ackley improved. You've got 7mm Weatherby, 7mm Shooting Times Westerner, 7mm PRC,
7
7mm
rum.
7 Rum, 7 WSM. Yeah, there's a lot of that. So David Dormier, is 480 Ruger popular up in Alaska? No, but there's one in my safe right now that I'm borrowing from Daniel if he's still in here. So yeah, uh, I have seen more 480 Ruger up here than any other place in my life that I've lived, but I wouldn't call it super popular. Like if you walk on a trail and you see somebody else, another hiker on the trail, and they have a pistol on their chest and it's a revolver, it's more than likely going to be 44 Magnum or 454 Casull. So, but it is more popular up here. I do have a 480 Ruger versus 454 Casull video if you want to see the differences. And those are both in Rossi lever actions. So, which is the only time I've carried a Taurus product, Rossi, in the woods. Yep. Thanks. Have a great night, everyone. Take care, Hunter Kirk.
Have a good night, Hunter.
Hello, KL. How you doing? Nice car on there. What is the smallest caliber y'all would take to go after a moose? 243. If that's all I had, yeah, 243. I took a 6.5 hunting moose this year. I had one in my sights. He just wasn't big enough. Legally, he had to be bigger there. What about you? 300 Weatherby.
No, probably 7mm.
Yeah.
But I always err on the bigger side. Doesn't mean it can't do it. Those smaller ones can't do it.
Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. I mean, chronofashioning my 17 HMR single six. So yeah, let me know how that goes out. I'd take a moose with a 22 Hornet. Yeah, I bet you would. You probably say a magic word. Need more 25 cal? And there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. To answer that question, I'd also say we need more like 320s. Something in between 338 and.
So you want more 8mm?
Yeah. Because you can have 8mm Mauser.
And 325 WSM.
Yeah, that's about it.
And 8mm Remington mag. That's about it.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have an 8mm based on the 30-06 case. 35 Whalen is and 270 is. I mean, 35 Whalen's not exactly the 30-06 case because it came out before 30-06, if I'm not mistaken.
One of my subscribers' channel, or he doesn't have a channel, but his YouTube name is 8mm PRC.
There you go. Yep. I mean, that'd be a great cartridge, 8mm PRC. I'll take it.
The only problem is there's no high BC bullets in 8mm. They're all old school.
Yeah, because they're not made yet. Yeah.
So it's kind of like an oxymoron, 8mm PRC.
Yeah. Joe McKinney, I have a 325 WSN. Finding ammo sucks. Yeah, you need a hand load. I think we need 20 more calibers. You would. I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding with you. And they all need to be able to be fired from a Taurus judge.
So you can destroy more of them?
Yeah. So he can kaboom a few more of them. So, yeah. Well, guys, I got some CV Life videos coming out this week. They've sent some stuff. Next week, I'll have 6.5 Creedmoor Precision Hunter ELDX versus Federal Terminal Ascent. Might be surprised on that one. I might actually have to eat my words, Austin. I might actually have to eat my words. So, might be surprised on that one.
Okay.
Okay, he says we need more 20 caliber, like 204 Ruger.
It's not a bad idea.
Every time I do a body armor video and I say speed will go through, people want me to try a 204 Ruger, and I'm sitting here going, where's the armor piercing? Where's the military style bullets I can get for that?
You can't.
You can't. It's like, so I'm like, okay, 4,400 feet per second, whatever it is, it's a VMAX. It ain't going through. Yeah, I don't care. It's powdering. That bullet is powdering on the steel. And I can prove it. If you had a full metal jacket, it would probably go through because I had those full metal jacket 22 250s that were 40 grain, and they went right through steel armor, and they were, but they would not go through level 4. You know, I think the faster you send a bullet at level 4, the faster it breaks that bullet apart. I think that's the way it's kind of designed. So.
And you come to a theory that you just need a larger diameter with good speed to
Yeah.
potentially go through level 4.
Yeah, you need one of these right here. Let me see if I can reach it. This is what you need to potentially go through level 4.
50 BMG.
Yeah. I think you could do it with 338 Lapua if you had the military bullets for it. Speaking of which, you could probably get I'll talk to you about it afterwards, but you can probably get those military armor piercing bullets for 338 Lapua. They're like $8 a projectile, $9 a projectile. But you could probably get those. You buy 10 of them, make a video to do armor testing. So that's what you
So
need
what,
right
I
there.
pull them and put it in my 340?
No, the bullets would probably be already pulled. Then that's how much they would cost.
Woof.
So, yeah. Put a piece of tungsten in it. Yeah. 50 will do. LOL. Yep. 660 grain at 2,940 feet per second. In case anybody was wondering, let's see.
To give you energy numbers, I'm pretty sure it's like 13,000.
Yeah, it's just under. Let's see. 2940 times 2940 times 660, all divided by the constant of 450,240, 12,670 foot-pounds.
Okay.
And that's why it's an anti-material rifle, not an anti-personnel rifle. So I'll make it Taurus Judge beat level 4. Yeah, here's how you do that. You take the Taurus Judge, you find an 88 millimeter artillery piece from World War II, you stick the Taurus Judge into the projectile somehow, and then the Taurus Judge will go through the level 4. That's how you do it, Tactical Futtery. Not only have you rid the world of one of its worst guns, all right, ever made, all right, not only have you like gotten rid of like the ugliest animal on the planet, all right, you have now pierced a level 4 vest. That's how you do it, brother. Yeah, anything over 50 BMG, 12.7 millimeters that can carry a warhead is considered a destructive device. Which technically the 50 BMG can too, but it was not made until later after their civilians owned them. So, which I mean, the ATF could technically change that if they wanted to. Um, because there's the Rolfus rounds and stuff like that, but they don't actually carry any explosives in them. Whereas 20 millimeter can actually have an exploding warhead inside of it. So 20 millimeter is the best millimeter for me. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, 20 millimeter is considered a destructive device. You'll have to go class 3, like you would for grenades or rocket launchers. All right, there. So. You've literally invented a new style of buckshot for the Judge, also known as not blowing up the gun buckshot. That's pretty neat. Something like that. I mean, you just your $200 tax stamp and permission fee to the government, extortion fee. I mean, well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The problem is when they engage the rifling, tactical futtery, they tend to spread out more. So, all right, guys, we're gonna head out of here. My family just got home, and I am gonna go play with my kids instead of talk to you guys. I've tried to get done talking to Austin for a little bit, so that's that. 375 H&H can go through level 4.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. I've actually put 375 on a level 3 steel and it didn't go through. So I think that was that caddy armor video. So it's a level 3 plus steel in the 375 H&H. Now it was an expanding bullet. Now if you had a full metal jacket type bullet, I'd be willing to do a video on it. If you've got a 375 H&H, live in Alaska, I've got an extra piece of armor right now we can shoot. So there is that. All right, guys. God bless. Take care. Everybody have a good night. Yeah. Won't beat level 4. Yep. Tried. Yep. I agree. So, you know what I would like to try, though? I would like to try the extreme penetrators that they load in 4570 in 45-120 sharps. That would be something to try. All right. What do you think, KL? You think that'd be something to try? All right, guys. Godspeed and good hunting to all y'all. Have a good night.